Okay, in this session we're going to have a look at concentration and what it means and how to calculate the value for concentration. So let's just go back a little bit and make sure we understand what concentration means. Concentration is a measurement used in chemistry, and it's a measure of the amount of solid material, the solute, that's been dissolved in a volume of water, the solvent. Okay, so it's just a measure of the amount we dissolved in a certain volume. To illustrate that, we could have two examples here. So the idea is that the green box represents a certain volume, and here we have a high concentration because we've got lots of particles in the volume. The volume is supposed to be the same here, but you can see there are less particles, therefore this is a lower concentration. Okay. To calculate concentration, we talk about units, and the units we use are grams per decimeter cubed, so it's the amount in a volume that's a decimeter cubed, or we can talk about the amount as moles. So moles per decimeter cubed is a second way we can talk about the units for concentration. If we now have a look at this is our relationship between these variables to calculate concentration. So we have concentration is the amount divided by volume in our triangle. The amount has to be measured in either grams or moles. Concentration, if it's in grams, it'll be grams per decimeter cubed, or if the amount was in moles, then it's going to be moles per decimeter cubed. The volume, watch out for this one. Volume is always measured in decimeters cubed. Often you're given a volume in centimeters cubed, and to convert it, you must divide by 1,000. Watch out for that. It's often a trap that people will fall into. So if we've got that as our background, let's have a go at a calculation. If you look on the worksheets that go with this, you can see there's a question in there, and it asks you to find the concentration when we've got 25 grams of sodium chloride dissolved in 750 centimeter cubed of water. So here is my Blue Peter style, a little bit of working out behind this, okay? So the question asks us to think about having 23 grams, so 23 grams of sodium chloride dissolved in 750 centimeters cubed of water. So the first thing to do here is to pay careful attention, because that 750 centimeters cubed, we need to convert that into a decimeter cubed. So that means I divide that by 1,000, and you can now put this into your calculator. When you do that, you get an answer of 30.7, I've rounded up to one decimal place, grams per decimeter cubed. So as the first stage is calculating the concentration in grams per decimeter cubed. The question goes on to say in the example, now convert this into moles per decimeter cubed. To do this, we need to think a little bit, okay? So to do this, we need to look at this situation here where we have got to use this triangle as well, okay? And this triangle is the mass over Mr. Moles. So the question wants us to convert our grams per decimeter cubed, our concentration that we calculated earlier, into moles per decimeter cubed. So what it's basically asking me is find the number of moles in this decimeter cubed, okay? So to do that, I'm going to play quite clever. I've already worked out the mass in decimeter cubed is 30.7. We worked that out earlier on. And then I'm going to divide it by the MR. Now remember, MR is the mass of 1 mole, in this case, of sodium chloride. I've done this already, just a little bit of time. So in this formula, there is 1 lot of sodium, which is 23, is the relative atomic mass times by 1. So that's 23. Chlorine, relative atomic mass is 35.5, and there's 1 of those, so times that by 1. And that gives you a total answer of 58.5 for the MR. Calculator time, put it into your calculator. That's going to give you an answer of 0.52. And then the units this time are moles, and it's still in a decimeter cubed because we use this volume, this mass here in a decimeter cubed as well. So we calculate the concentration, and then we've converted the concentration into moles per decimeter cubed using this triangle. Write that into your notes so you can see how it works. Have a go at it. If you need to pause the video, please do. Stop at any point you need to go back over your notes to complete this, okay? Underneath that is a second example to do, so I will do this one as well together, and again you can transfer this into your notes. So here you've been asked to calculate the concentration when you have 20 grams. So I've already written my equation. The concentration is the amount divided by volume. And I've got 20 grams of the substance in 100 centimeters cubed. So I've got to divide that by 1,000 to make this work. Again, on your calculator, you are going to work that out. I did it earlier on, and that's giving me an answer of 200 grams, and that is going to be per decimeter cubed. We then just practice, we'll convert that into moles per decimeter cubed. So I come back to my triangle, which is here, and the moles per decimeter cubed is the mass we've just worked out is 200 divided by the MR. Now, because it's sodium chloride, it'd be the same MR as we worked out earlier. So it's 58.5. And again, on your calculator, that gives you an answer of 3.4. And because we're doing moles, it's now moles per decimeter cubed. Okay. So that's the two examples. As I said, pause the video, do as much as you need in there to transfer it into your notes. If you then look at the activity you've got in front of you, underneath this bit here that you've now done, there are some questions to do. And I've put some links to some videos here that if you scan those with your QR code, it will take you to watch a further video of me doing some more calculations. And then on the back of that page, which I've not got here with me, there are 3 more calculations to do to practice using this triangle and getting used to calculating concentration. Alongside this, I've put the answers in, so only look at those once you've had a go at the questions. If you get stuck, watch the extra videos, watch this video again to get the extra help you need. And then you can download this as a worksheet for yourself, and you can transfer your answers onto here. You can then mark them yourself against a mark scheme and see how you do. Okay, good luck.